Gifts. We all love to receive gifts, whether it's a big gift or a small gift. Each gift serves its own individual purpose. Such as I have this gift of a hole puncher. It serves the purpose of punching holes in paper. I have this gift of this phone. It serves the purpose for me to have communication with my family and my friends. Internet access at times. This gift bag, it has many different gifts. It has a fan. It serves its purpose when I'm hot. I pull out my little fan it, but it serves its purpose. It's a gift. We all love to receive gifts. Am I the only one that likes to receive gifts? I think not. I have other gifts, to keep my breath fresh. It was a gift given to me, but it was in a bag. I think they were saying my breath stunk. But it was a gift given to me. But we all receive gifts and we all have gifts. Just as I received all these gifts, there's different administrations of these gifts. I wouldn't use this gift to go and put on my dress because that's not what it's made for. I wouldn't use my cell phone to fight with because that's not what it's made for. I wouldn't use my lotion to start a fire because that's not what it's made for. So the Lord gives us gifts. And today we're going to talk about how to develop our gifts. In James 1:17, it says, every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, and from the Father of lights, with whom no variableness, neither shadow or turning. So I'm talking about today the different gifts. So in order for you to know what gift do you have, or the gift that you have to understand what gift God has given to you. There's the gift of wisdom, words of wisdom. There's some of us that can speak words of wisdom to different ones, encourage them and to strengthen them. We give wise counsel, wise advice. Then there's words of knowledge. I take T.D. Jakes perhaps, as one with words of knowledge. He's very skillful. He's very knowledgeable of the church, not only of the church, but of business. And then there's faith and healing, miracles, prophecy, discernment, tongues, interpretation of tongues, speaking in tongues, service, exaltation when I'm glorifying God. Then there's giving. There's the ministry of giving, the gift that he gives. There's some people that are just, their hearts or minds are always toward giving. They're always finding a way to bless somebody in the giving of their time, giving of their substance, whether it be monetary, whether it be just a kind word that they give, but they're always giving. And then it says showing mercy. Those are gifts that God gives to us. We all have gifts. As I showed you these bags of gifts, all these gifts serve their purpose. And in our church today, we need those gifts operating. We need those gifts functioning. So today we're going to really talk about really how to get our gift, how to develop our gift, how to get our gift working for us, for the better of us. So in 1 Corinthians 2:4-11, it says, now there are diversities of gifts. As I just said, there's different gifts that God gives us. He doesn't give me the same gift as he gave my father, per se, as he gave my brother, as he gave my mother. He's given me a gift. But it's up to me to decide and for me to operate in the gift that he's given me. My mother is soon to be an apostle. My brother is a prophet, master prophet. And my father has the gift of healing. So, we all have different gifts. I have the gift of prophecy, exaltation. I'm a praise and worship leader, so I love to exalt. I love to praise and I love to worship. I also have the gift of giving. I love to give and I love to be a help to others. I also have the gift of administration. I love to help get things in line and in order, but that's just what God has given me. But we're talking about how to develop them. If we're going to develop our gifts, it says, and there are diversities of operations. But in the same God which worketh in all. So he works in all our gifts. And it says, but the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal. So it's telling us that our gifts are going to profit us. As I showed you, the fan is going to profit me when I get to those days and I'm hot. My fan is going to profit me. It's going to help me. If I can get it out of this paper here. My fan is going to help me. It's going to help me cool off because that's what it was intended. That's what it was made for. That's what this gift was given to me for, was to keep me cool. So in developing our gifts as I go on, I'm reminded of a story of my pastor and her godmother. My mother had the gift of speaking, and my godmother had the gift of interpretation. So we would be in service, and what could happen? My mother would go and start speaking, and none of us knew what she was saying, but all of a sudden, Here comes my godmother. My godmother could interpret everything that was being prophesied and that was being spoken by my mother. Even though none of us was aware of it, we weren't at the place to receive what God had for us at that time because we were not in place to be at that point. But at that time, she could interpret everything that was being spoken. So each one have their own individual gifts, and we can't get upset with what the other one has as far as their gift. Just imagine if they had decided not to, use that gift because they said, well, I'm not the pastor, or, I can't pray like the deacon, or I can't sing like the songstress sing. Imagine if they had not used that gift. Imagine where the church would be, where we would be if they hadn't gave us the warnings that they gave to us, if they hadn't told us, what God said to us about doing certain things, or warnings that was coming forth for the church. Imagine where we would be. So now in doing so, we must now first focus on our strength. And focusing on our strength, we focus on the part of what God has given us. If He's given us the gift to administrate, then therefore, administrate to the best of your ability. If you need to coordinate an event for your church, do it to the best of your ability. If He gave you the job of, you have the job of cleaning, you love to clean, the gift of cleaning. There's some people that can just clean beyond clean. Clean the church to the best of your ability. Do and focus in on the strength that God has given you. And next, I say exercise the gift that He's given you. When you exercise the gift that He's given you, you put it to work, then therefore you know what God has given to you. If I never use this fan, this was a gift given to me. If I never use this fan, then it just sits there. It never gets work. It collects dust. It never serves its purpose because I never use the fan. So here, I got to exercise my gift. This was a gift, so I'm exercising it so it will do what it was purposed to do. If I never use this lotion that was given to me, I may stay ashy the entire time because I never used the lotion that was given to me as a gift for its purpose. So we have to use what God has given to us for the purpose that He's given to us. So now my next one would say, have the courage to be different. No, my gift is not like, I would say, my brother's gift or my mother's gift, or this gift is not like this. This hole punch is not like this cell phone. But they both serve a purpose. They both have their own place in society. They both have their own place in my office. They both have their own place in my life because I need the cell phone for communication. I need the hole puncher for my notebook when I'm putting my papers in my notebook. But each serves its purpose. I can't get mad with the other because the other does not function like the cell phone because the paper hole puncher was not made to be my communication device. I have to work with the gift that God has given me. And also in this development stage here, you have to learn to cope with criticism. And you're trying to learn and trying to do things. There's going to be people put in place to help you. Okay, say, well, okay, watch this, go here, do this, say this. I want you to start reading this. I want you to fast a little while. I want you to pray. I want you to go on a consecration for a couple of days to get yourself in line and just to see where God is going to take you and where God is trying to place you with your gift. In doing so, then take the guidance. Learn how to take criticism. Because if you don't, then therefore you'll never get developed to where you need to be. Had they not took the time to tweak and go through here to make this, then this phone would have never came to be because it took some time to tweak. It took some time to make. It took some time to make sure that all the dynamics that goes into this phone, that it would work, that it would all work together. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get everything to work together. And that's what God is trying to do, to get everything working together. I'm reminded of the Polaroid camera. It's a camera where it would take pictures and it would take it instantaneously. You could see the picture. And I don't have any film, but I have this old Polaroid camera. And what it would do, if you put the film in it, the cartridge in it, it would shoot out a picture, and it would take that picture just then. It would develop it. You had to sit and fan it for a while for it to develop. But after you fanned it and got the coolant, got the air to it, it developed itself, and you saw the picture that the camera had taken. So sometimes it takes a while. It takes a little fanning. It takes a little time for you to understand and get to the place of developing your gift. But don't give up. Be encouraged. Like I said, learn to cope with criticism. Have enough confidence in who you are in Christ. to stand up and say, yes, I do need a little bit more help. I do need some guidance to understand what it is that God has for me to do, where it is that He's taking me, and what's the place that He's trying to get me to, and what is also my place in working in my local church. What am I supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be saying? Or where is God trying to transition me to be a help to the ministry? When we have those and have that in mind, then and only then do we walk in greatness. We're able to walk in the place that God has called us. We're able to walk in the purpose that God has purposed for us. So today, let's begin this great adventure and develop our gifts even more. As I said, we all love to receive gifts. And God said, I'm giving out gifts daily. I give out gifts. It's up to you to work the gifts that I've given you. It's up to you to work them. As you see, I have many different gifts in this bag that was given to me. A bunch of lotions. So it must be telling me something. But work the gifts that He's given you. When you work the gifts that God gives you and develop the gifts that He's given you, then you become a more effective person within your church realm, and you become a more effective minister, whether you are a lay person or you're a person that just goes to the hospitals and visit the sick and gives encouraging words. But you would be a better person. And God bless you.